All right, all right. Good evening, everybody, and especially to those who are here for the first time. Just welcome to our Better Company overview. My name is Luis Contreras. I'm just one of thousands of lives that have been completely changed because of this amazing opportunity that you're about to see tonight. And grab your notes, pads, your pens, and I have the privilege and the honor to bring up the next to your speaker here who needs no introduction. The man has just built an army here at Better. He's just a selfless giver and leader and just is helping everybody win. I'm blessed to call him my personal coach and mentor and most importantly, a great friend. And if it wasn't for him sharing this opportunity with me, my family's life wouldn't be going where it's going. So I'm just grateful to be here with all of you guys and his energy and his passion is unmatched. It's contagious. So if you leave here feeling some type of way, just know where you can find us every Wednesday night. So just get ready. And with no further ado, Mr. Jason Bobay.
Hey, Luis, man, I'll tell you what. I always told you, man, you're such a great guy, except for that little Cowboys thing in your background. Besides that, you're good to go. No, man, I appreciate you. I know we've scaled other businesses as well, but this one has been special. I'm proud of you and Natalie. You guys have been a major reason why we're doing what we're doing. I know your two girls have to endure their dad getting after a little bit, but no, we appreciate you, man. And yeah, stay on for a little bit because I might ask you a couple things as we're going through. But I appreciate you. So let's jump in so we can keep this on track. But hey, real quick, I just want to say thanks for everyone for coming on. Also for the referral agents that invited you on. You know, it's a big deal. So we're going to talk about this free referral platform that we have. And I'll tell you guys, you know, I've been an entrepreneur for going on, 8 to 10 years in different ventures. And I've never seen a platform like this before. You know, it's something me and Luis were talking about when we first saw it. You know, he's come up in the family restaurant business, so he understands that space really well. And we both looked at this and we're like, man, this is unbelievable. Now, I'll talk about Jeff Levitan, the CEO, in a minute. The fact he named it Better just always kills us because we're like, man, this is better than anything we've seen before. So no pun intended on my things today, just because he named that. But every once in a while, a company will come through and revolutionize a certain industry. And right now, this is, in my opinion, I've never seen a professional platform with this kind of referral capability, with the impact we can make in communities, and also the compensation that we can make as referral agents. So let me jump in. You know, they say timing is everything. I don't want to get too much into this, but here's the reality. You know, obviously we know Venmo, different ways you can pay. You have Uber. I like to talk about them real quick. You know, who would have thought everyone would be driving their own cars around and taking us everywhere, and now taxis are like non-existent, right? You go to your app on your phone, you knock it out. Well, here's the reality. In the professional market, normally if you want to get into the healthcare industry or the real estate industry or the insurance industry, you have to go out there, get licensed, go through all the state regulations. But Jeff Levitan, which I'll talk about in a minute, created a platform where you intersect into the industry. You don't have to have the license, but we're referring over to professional licensed agents. And if they are able to serve the family or business that you're sending over, then we get compensated. So when I say like timing's everything and the way that the business landscape is changing, you know, we've seen since 2020, a lot of things go virtual. And, you know, with like I talk about Uber right here, you're talking about, you know, people now using apps to get their rides and they're using their own vehicles and they're able to be entrepreneurs. Like, so we know the business landscape's changing, but this platform, this Better platform, has a very unique way to take someone that wants to be an entrepreneur with no overhead to be able to get themselves into professional markets and be able to refer people that way. So the vision of the company. So this is Jeff Levitan, our CEO. I've had the pleasure of knowing Jeff for over 8 years. You know, I've had a personal experience with him as he's coached and mentored me in other businesses. And he took me from a W-2 employee, very hard worker, good family man, and taught me how to be an entrepreneur. So, you know, when I saw this and he brought this to my attention, he said, hey, we're going to go after something that no one's ever done before. I said, let's go. And a couple things about Jeff. You know, he runs a very successful financial services company. Him and his wife, over 30 years experience in the industry. Just last year, that business did over 230 million worth of profit and had brought on about 46,000 new agents. So this gentleman understands business. He's been financially free since the age of 29. He's now in his 50s. So right now, it's all about giving back. I remember when me and Luis were sitting there and we were looking at the model, and he said, hey, this is what I want from this model, right? You know, we all have 9 to 5s, a lot of us. A lot of us are other entrepreneurs, but I want this model to be different. Number one, I want people to have fun, right? Number one, have fun. Enjoy this thing, right? Scale your business, scale into your communities, but have fun with it. The second thing was make an impact. You know, we got to make sure we're making an impact. When you see the industries that we're intersecting in and the impact we're making, it's unbelievable. And then 3, make big money. But it's the third thing, right? He's done very well in entrepreneurship, and he says, man, if I could go back to my 20-year-old self, these are the 3 things, the orders I would have put in it. So I respect that. He's got a big vision for what we want to do, and where we want to take this company. And getting the pleasure of talking to him and learning from him and seeing where he wants to take this in the next 3, 5, 10 years, man, we're going to revolutionize distribution in the professional market without having to do all the things normally you have to do to get into it. Now, when you know better, you do better, right? These are little slogans. But why do better? What really is better? Better Income is a plug-and-play referral platform that can provide meaningful income to you by empowering businesses or people with a suite of impactful services that make a difference. Basically, you make the introduction and the Better platform handles the rest. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Guys, it is really that easy. Your job will train you to be one of the best referral agents on the planet. And guys, don't overthink this, right? Just think about this. If I'm talking to Luis and I'm like, man, you know, we both got some kids. I'm like, hey, dude, you know, I'm new to your area. Like, do you know any doctors? Do you know anybody that can help the kids out? He's like, man, my pediatrician, this person's unbelievable. Hey, go talk over here. Or I say, hey, man, you know, you're from the greater Los Angeles area. What are some good places to eat? He's going to send me to El Capadre. But he says, hey, these are some good places to go eat. We refer people all the time. So I want you to think of kind of that same mindset of referring people to a mechanic, to a doctor, to an attorney, right? But there's nothing attached to it on the back end. Here, we get to send them over, and then if they find the service to be something that fits for what they want, then we get compensated, right? So you make the introduction, let the Better platform handle the rest, and I'll talk about that. Now, why am I real excited about this? So Better, you know, really what was kicked off last year in August, right? So we're coming up on a year, right? We really got involved in October of last year, so it's been less than a year. Every business goes through different cycles, right? You have your foundation, your launch, your rapid growth, and then your maturity. So we're in that foundation stage. But here's what I know. It's usually 1 to 3 years. That 4th year it takes off. I am telling you, from what we've seen in the first 11 months, our year 2 is going to be our rapid growth year. And it's going to shoot up for about probably 4, 5, 6 years. We have seen so much growth in the company with these different companies that we're working with. This thing, year 2, from being in this for October and coming into our 11th month, almost 12th month, I am telling you, year 2 is going to be our explosion year. That'll be the rapid growth. You've got to get serious about this. You got to understand it. We'll talk about that in a minute. But why am I saying that? Man, I love this platform, right? Jeff and the board, it was very intelligent. And they said, man, if we're going to go do something no one else has ever done, then we got to make sure that what we're referring to matters. So we're attacking the health industry. We're attacking the tech industry. We're attacking the debt industry. And then we're attacking what's called the employer retention credit industry, which is a credit going back to business owners. Let me explain this. We all know the health industry needs a lot of work. You got these big, huge insurance companies that basically control the marketplace, and a lot of people are struggling with affordable health care. They're struggling with trying to find out good rates. You know what's crazy? They say after the age of 65, right? I think it's 65 to 70% of all bankruptcies are coming from medical debt. Having some type of medical emergency and they can't cover it, even if they have health insurance, 50% of those people that are going into bankruptcy have medical insurance. They just can't cover the rest. So Clearwater is a company that's coming in. They really target 1099 employees, self-employed, and business owners with 50 and less. And we can give them competitive quotes and competitive plans to start making a dent in the health industry and the healthcare industry. And we have Let's Chat. Technology industry is booming. You guys, everything's got online. A lot of things in social media. AI starting to come in. And Let's Chat is a translation software that can take, whether it's an influencer on Instagram or social media or a business that's trying to expand their reach. And let's say right now that they translate their business in English and Spanish. Well, let's say they're like, man, I would like to be able to get my message out in 10 different languages. Let's Chat can translate lifetime 104 different languages at 98% accuracy. It also translates websites, it translates documents. This technology is going to revolutionize how we get the word out using Chat GDP. I think that's what it's called. I always mess up those things. Is it GPT or GTP? Which one is it? What is it, Luis? Which one is the 3 acronym? Help me out with that one.
I want to say GDP.
All right, maybe P or T. I don't know. Right. But and also just using a lot of technology. So Let's Chat is revolutionizing. They've already got X Games as a client, NFL as a client. They have some of the biggest brands out there, and we get to offer that to the marketplace. Debt. You guys, consumer debt's over $1 trillion. We have a ton of unsecured debt. It's crippling the U.S. We're out there. We spend. We don't have a lot of education on the background. Prosperity Financial is going after that debt crisis, and then also student loan debt. So we can get out there. We can make an impact. We can start getting people financially free, and then allow them to start living that American dream of, buying more assets instead of liabilities, helping them get out from underneath those heavy credit card debts. And if we can do that, then more people can invest in their future, invest in their families. So we're packing the debt at a high level. And then Employee Retention Credit, ERC. The United States government is giving back a tax credit and taking funds and putting it back into small business owners' hands who, during 20 and 21, were able to keep their employees paid during the pandemic. They helped the government by not putting them on unemployment. So it was a bipartisan 100% agreement that they were going to put legislation in place to make sure that these companies that kept their employees on payroll can get a credit back. It's a 2 years about left on the program. It is a massive, massive, massive reward back to business owners. And we are working hard to make sure they get that. They're not overlooked. So all these areas, the reason I love this platform is we're going in and kind of disrupting a little bit, saying, hey, there's other ways. Let's find a way to help out and make sure that the people that need the help the most are getting it. Now, they talk about first movers advantage, getting in early, right? Here's the reality, right? They always talk about being in the right place at the right time. Yeah, I understand all that, but it has to be the right financial climate, the right circumstance. Right now, guys, the fact this is a free referral platform, with all the layoffs happening, with all the uncertainty in the marketplace, with high interest rates, with inflation up, with just you have all types of stuff going on. We have still some of the pandemic lingering. We have the markets in influx a little bit. There's a lot of stuff going on, and Jeff and his team put together an awesome platform with no upfront cost to become a referral agent, where we can start getting in the game, start bringing extra revenue for our family, start helping other people get back on their feet, right? But you have to recognize that you're in it, and then most importantly, you got to take action. You guys have heard us 1,000 times, but I'm like, man, I'm so excited on the growth of the business. Thousands of referral agents in such a short amount of time. And I love the fact that he's given everyone an opportunity to come in 18 or older without having to get licenses or pay for a background or pay to get in and all this other stuff. It's 100% free, so we can make a dent. Now, no license required, and then state-of-the-art referral links and tracking system. This is the part that gets me super fired up. I'm an entrepreneur. I know what it costs to start websites. I know what it costs to have payroll. I understand all that. Here, we don't have to any license, even though we're referring over for health insurance. You can refer a lead over to Clearwater. They do all the work with their license, but we still get the residual income every month. You can send someone over to Let's Chat. They have all the people over at Let's Chat that understand the technology. They do all the beta tests. They do all the demos. And then, boom, if they sign up for that, you get residual income, right? We send people over to the debt company. They have all their debt certifications. They do all the work. We get paid. We send people over to get out for student loan debt, to get modifications to help them get out of student loan debt. They do the work. We get paid. They have the professional license. We make the connection. We get it over. But the state-of-the-art referral links, this is something that's changing the whole game. This system is set up to where once you get registered, you have your own referral code. You have all your own websites. These are some of the cleanest websites you'll ever see. I'll show you an example in a second. And all you have to do is get your website in front of the person that's having any of these issues or any of these concerns or any of the things they want to upgrade. They go on there, they fill it out on your site, it gets sent in, it's tracked to you, you get taken care of. Here's an example of the one for top-notch ERC, right? They're very professional, they're very, very sleek. Everybody has the same website. We have all the marketing material for flyers, everything you need to get your business moving. You don't have to make any of this stuff up. All of them have professional videos on them. They have good content. They make you a professional within 1 day of being on the referral platform. when I saw that, I told Luis, man, oh man, we don't have to create none of this. All we got to do is go take it to business. Luis, let me ask you a question quickly. So, you've been at me since about October. What would you say in terms of like how long did it take you to learn this? How long was it? How fast were you able to get it to market? And you don't have to give any incomes you're making. I don't want to get into that tonight, but like I know you said it's been impactful for your family, but like maybe elaborate that really quick. So first of all, how long did it take you to learn these different companies to be able to refer, and how fast did you go to market with it?
It didn't. I mean, honestly, it didn't take that long at all. I just watched the video that was provided for us at the time. What took the longest was getting the appointment set up with the business owner and the CPA. But I mean, I went right away. Literally, once I found out about the program, read a little bit about it, read some of the FAQs, watched the video, and I just went, presented it to the business owner of my family's restaurant and their CPA. And now they're looking at getting back about $700,000 that their CPA was too busy to. He said he had heard about the program, but because of, in his words, he said he was dealing with the PPP nightmare, the PPP loan nightmare, in his words, and so he hadn't done it. But this was just in, I think, December or January, and the program has been available for much longer than that. So, yeah, no, we just I went out there and just took action right away.
Oh, that's awesome. And dude, I know you guys helped, probably over 20, 30 businesses already, maybe more. Like, and some of them now gotten some of their funds back, or they're coming through. Like, obviously you attacked it, and I know this is one of the programs. I know you done stuff with debt and everything else, but like, I know you're going to get compensated very well. But like, what's that feeling for you? Like watching these businesses that were struggling, that stayed open, that figured it out. Like, what's that feeling like for you? Like how's that part been? Because I think that's very important with this thing.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, man, I mean, my whole life was dedicated to the restaurant industry. Literally born into it, and to be able to give back to these businesses that literally barely survived. I mean, from their own words, they were like, "Man, we were in the red." We know they're just thanking God that they made it through, and to be able to, because you walk into an establishment and it might look busy, you think, "Oh, they're doing well," but if you actually seen their books and knew what was really going on behind the scenes, that's not the case in a lot of cases. So to be able to just give back a little bit, and the fact that we get nicely compensated for it, it really is unbelievable. Like, it's like, wow, like we have this opportunity to help these businesses, and we get taken care of at the same time. It's awesome. It's awesome.
That's awesome. So on here, there's a couple different things you can look at. I don't look at number one, but most of the people come on, maybe they're still working their job, right? They get their free referral links, they get set up. You guys, we hold meetings Monday night, Tuesday morning, Thursday morning, Saturday morning. We have a lot of trainings to make sure you guys know what you're doing with your links. But a lot of people do it part-time. Come in, make some good extra money. And then a few of us, maybe we run other businesses and we do alongside of that. So we just already have the entrepreneur mindset, or maybe doing it part-time to scale. I've told everybody this. If you are looking to become an entrepreneur or add other lines of entrepreneurship or other businesses, this platform will allow you to scale 5 businesses with no overhead. I need people, if you can understand that part, overnight, we opened up 5 streams of income through the debt, through the ERC program, through the Clearwater and all the other ones on the platform, and we got the same free referral code, right? So we will help you understand how to become an entrepreneur, but then obviously, if it gets to a place where it can make you do it full time, you can do that as well. And then what the awesome part is that you can then start to learn how to scale other business alongside of it. So part-time is number one. Most people do. They get the referral code, they get around the trainings, they start learning it, and they start going to market and helping these business owners and families, right? We're planning on having some big events coming up, getting everybody there, having live stuff along with it. I think in Arizona, we're going to do one in October. So we're going to start getting some events going and move all that stuff as well so we can get in person. But here's what I want to tell you guys in the last couple minutes. It has been such a blessing to watch our team, watch ourselves sit with these business owners and get them back credits that they're deserved they didn't know about. It's been awesome to watch people revamp their student loans and not have to pay for the next 500 years and get a more affordable rate so they can start saving in their retirement plans. We've helped people start getting the debt program. We've helped people on Clearwater, 1099 real estate agents, mortgage brokers that didn't have this stuff. Now they have health insurance, and yeah, we get compensated on the back end. But I can tell you, I've never scaled a business this fast in 5 to 6 months. The scalability of this business, if you understand entrepreneurship, it's about low overhead, max scalability. Low overhead, max scalability. Anybody that's trying to be an entrepreneur would love to keep costs low and tons of scalability and profitability. You can work this in all 50 states. You can help anybody anywhere. You can do it virtually through Zoom. You don't have to run around. You can go physically talk to business owners, physically talk to people. But the scalability of this business and where it's going to be in the next 12 months, we will have over 1 million referral agents. We will have helped thousands and thousands of businesses. We will have helped thousands and thousands of people get out of debt. Thousands and thousands of people get their student loan in order. We'll have thousands of people getting their health insurance set up. But here's what's exciting. What's coming on the platform next? They are interviewing companies every day. They're talking about possibly being able to do real estate on the platform, not have the license, but refer the person and someone else has it, you get a percentage. Mortgages, right? Merchant services, credit repair. There are so many things that are going to get added to this platform in the next 12 months that with your same code, you can go help impact anything you want in the community, anyone you want in the community. So whoever invited you on, get with them tonight. They'll send you over how to get your referral link. Like, again, I'm going to keep saying this, it's free. You have to be 18 or older, right? I got my 24-year-old son, my 20-year-old son on there, but 18 or older. And that's the better income. You get with the person that invited you also, there's a better community that talks about your health and your relationships and your finance. You don't have to be over 18 to get on that community. It's like being in a Facebook group or one of these groups you're in, right? There's a whole better community. As long as you have an email address, you can get your teenage kids in there. You can really start to build that around your family. When they turn 18, you can get them into the better income. But Luis, man, I'm so blessed to be running with you. We've impacted so many lives already, and I'm just excited to see what the rest of the year looks like. But these next 12 months, man, it's going to be unbelievable what we do, and I still cannot believe to get your referral link, you can pay cost nothing, and you can scale all these businesses once. So give the person who invited you on. No pun intended. Let's go have a better life. Let's go make sure we're helping our communities. Let's go make sure we're helping the people out there, and let's go make an impact. So, Luis, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you very much for jumping on tonight.
Thank you, Jake. Thank you. Appreciate it.